Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Homeschooling Through High School. Today I'm going to share with you what my 8th grade son did last year. So let's start off with this elective that's showing right there. It says ID Tech. He took some coding classes with them. So he did that online and enjoyed them very, very much. Here's just a little checklist of what he did and how he would check it off and use different colors and stuff like that. So for math, we did the art of problem solving pre-algebra, and he did this through the Well-Trained Mind Academy online. He had a live teacher. I believe there were 12 to 15 students in the class, and it was just a great experience. We're going to continue on with it actually. And so here's some of his work. And what I really like about this, and my husband as well, is that it was set up for 3 days a week, and it was also kind of like a soft touch to what college might look like. Very, very, very soft touch. The way they have to turn in their work, and just, the amount of times that they meet and the discussions they have, just very well done. Now, I didn't know Well-Trained Mind Academy had online classes. They have the Art of Problem Solving, they have Beast Academy, they have Saxon Math, and some others that you can check out. I believe they have other classes than just math. And a friend of mine who homeschools told me about it. She lives in a totally different state, and she just said how stellar these classes were. And so I checked it out, and my husband just loved it, and there you go. And so this is what he did for 8th grade math, pre-algebra. We're going to move over to science. We did space science through The Good and the Beautiful, and we also did human anatomy and physiology. Here's some of his work for space science, but then over here we have some vocabulary words for the human anatomy and physiology, and then some of his work. Now, we did so many activities and so many things with the human anatomy and physiology, as space as well. The Good and the Beautiful, they have these mini units, and they are fantastic. But these 2 units for our family, we did them as a group. It lasted all year. We had so much fun with them, and I will have a detailed video about that a little bit later. But that's what he did, and I will share how I upped it a little bit for him because of his grade level. Moving on to writing, he did this class called Writing the Essay, and he loved it to pieces, let me tell you. So this was not merely just a writing class. The students had the opportunity to read, to savor, analyze, and discuss together these lovely books that you see here. All right, so he read all of these books from cover to cover. And this was an online class with a gentleman that's working on his PhD actually in writing and also literature. And look at this fine print, you guys, oh my. But let me tell you, he really, really, really enjoyed this class. I purchased How to Teach Your Children Shakespeare. I purchased this just in case he got stuck with any of these writings. So basically what he did was he would read a portion of these books, and sometimes in between scores or chapters he would have to write an essay, but definitely at the end he would have to write an essay. So this is what he did for language arts, I'll say, along with Fix-It Grammar. And here's some of his work, his polished work written here. My son actually did a video on Fix-It Grammar, and this is the old version, and so I'll have to share that with you because he loved it as well. I kind of added some bonus points and some other things in there to make it a little bit more, I guess, exciting for him, if you will. We did so much additional writing in history that I felt that it was enough, so I didn't add anything else to the writing the essay class, this Fix-It Grammar, because in history, like I said, we did a lot of additional writing. So along those lines, we'll jump into my 2 spines that I used. I used both of these Christian curriculums as a spine, and then I added on secular, yes, you heard it, secular books. And I will have a very, very detailed video about how I did it and why I chose to do it. We are a Christian family, and it was very important for me to make sure that I utilize a Christian curriculum when it came to history. However, it was important for me to use these books as well, and I will have a video about that a little bit later. So we loved the storyline of America's Story. We just liked how it was written, and we did this as a family, and we enjoyed this a lot, and we had a lot of projects and all sorts of stuff on that. More on that later. For Bible, we did some hymn studies, and then we did many other things, and I will share that with you as well. I need to jump back to just any current events that came up. So this one, as you can see, is monitoring the Ukraine crisis in the news. He did this with his grandfather and just kept up to date with that and kept a little log there. We would also jump in, especially him being the age that he is, we would jump in and we would discuss things of current events. And so this was his 8th grade year, you guys, and he had a successful year. It was a lot of fun. I loved teaching him, loved walking alongside him, and now we're headed to high school. All right, there you go. We'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for stopping by Homeschooling Through High School. Like and subscribe for more awesome content.
Homeschooling Through High School!